come in. You're very welcome. Good to see you.
Keir Starmer today greeting his second Tory defector in as many weeks.
Really good day.
That's been a great day.
Really fantastic, sister.
The Labour leader and this once Tory right-winger, not a natural pairing. But Dover MP Natalie Elphicke apparently now aligned with her new boss on the issue of stopping the boats.
Rishi Sunak, he is the man who said he would stop the boats. And yet when we look at this year alone, it's record numbers of small boats arrivals. So he's not stopping the boats and he's letting the country down.
Prime Minister's questions the moment she picked across the floor, Sir Keir Starmer beaming as her former colleagues were left blindsided and bemused.
In addition to losing 2 Tory MPs in 2 weeks, the Prime Minister's been on the receiving end of some of the biggest by-election swings in history.
Well, Mr. Speaker, this time last year I reminded him of some advice, actually, from his own mentor, Tony Blair, who had said at the time that he can be as cocky as he likes about local elections, but come a general election, it's policy that counts, Mr. Speaker.
But this latest defection, a symptom of a wider problem Sunak's struggling to grip. Conservative colleagues invited to Number 10 to give the PM feedback in the wake of the worst local election results in 4 decades. Even experienced hands want answers. What do you want to say to the Prime Minister? What's your question going to be?
Focus and deliver.
Focus and deliver.
Show a bit of discipline, show a bit of purpose, show that we want to stay here.
How are you feeling about the local election results?
Oh, the local election results were what we expected, and they weren't great, but we will carry on.
But those on the right more interested in going backwards than forwards.
We need to bring back Boris on the front line of politics. We need to unite Conservatives and stop Starmer getting into Number 10.
And for others, the answer perhaps too bleak to even acknowledge. Do you think you can still win the general election, sir? Reform's leader also in Westminster and in a rather more buoyant mood. You've got them rattled.
Completely rattled. But, I mean, what does Natalie Elphicke think she's doing? It's a sign of how desperate they are, that within their 330 MPs, they haven't got anybody with any vision, any guts, any courage, any leadership.
But leadership contenders are plenty. Robert Jenrick out today to talk migration with a pointed nod to the right. Nigel Farage, would you welcome him back into the Conservative Party, or is that a no deal for you personally?
I would have no problem with him being a member of the Conservative Party.
You know, there's a whole wing of your party that find that thought absolutely abhorrent.
I don't think that taking a robust line on immigration is in any sense a drift to the right of the political spectrum. I think this is an entirely mainstream view that is shared by the vast majority of the British public.
Do you look at these results, Robert, and think we're going to lose the general election?
Well, these were appalling local election results. Let's not beat around the bush. And they point towards a very serious defeat for the government at the general election unless we can change course and win back some of those Conservative voters who are currently not supporting us or are drifting to reform.
Election defeats, party defections, internal detractors. But despite it all, this now the fixed state, and so a bit of time to see if something will turn up. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Westminster.